if in fact they want to come to the airport. Just FYI. If in fact they want to come to the airport. As though people want to stay in the hellscape that is Taliban control. They're not stranded. That's one of the things that Jen Psaki said too. She was saying, well, those who, if they want to get to the airport. Jake Sullivan, if that is if they want to go. Who in the ever-loving hell wants to stay there? By the way, this idea that you can't say that Americans are stranded because stranded, yes, they're stranded. It implies that they can't get through the Taliban-controlled airport perimeter to the airfield in Kabul. I tweeted about this yesterday. This whole don't say they're stranded. I mean, do you realize that NBC, ABC, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, Axios, Daily Beast, Politico, The Hill, USA Today, U.S. News and World Report, Agence France Presse, The Guardian, Daily Mail, I could go on and on. Every single one of these entities, how did they describe it? How did they do it? Oh, they said that Americans were stranded. So we're not going to have, you know what? I get it. If this is stupid. If y'all are more interested in having a stupid little semantics argument while people potentially die over in Kabul, you go ahead and you ride that horse all the way to the finish line. Oh my gosh, I'm here to watch that. I am here for that. Y'all go ahead and you pick that. But this is stupid. You got people, Americans even, who are being beaten if they try to go through this checkpoint. And by the way, you've got to check out this amazing new defense. I've actually seen some Biden surrogates push this out. People are like, well, what about responsibility? I thought the conservatives were all about responsibility. Why didn't the Americans leave? Why did they? You mean our staffers in the embassy in Kabul that were told that they had to stay there because they were shredding documents, you cousin-loving moron? Seriously? There's not enough words in the English language that could convey the harshness that I feel for people who have this. You just shouldn't have worn a short skirt type of reasoning. And that's exactly what this is. I mean, it's not the fault of the stranded Americans for being stranded by a country that just decided to, pull up stakes and jet. And then you have the Taliban rattling their sabers. And they're the ones setting the date. Joe Biden saying, yeah, we're not going to extend the deadline. Dude, you better be getting everybody out then, because now you committed. This is what happens when you telegraph stuff. This is what happens when you try to make a big old show of virtue signaling. We're going to get out by this date. And that's what you're saying. You're not saying it so that because your real plan is to get everyone out way before. And then the last thing that you're going to do in that country is to strike to destroy all your equipment. No, that's not how this administration thinks. So then they had the Taliban rattling their sabers. Suhail Shaheen was saying to Sky News that, there's a red line, and if you extend this presence, it's going to provoke a reaction. Let me tell you how we do things in the House of Dana. Okay? Because I get a feeling that some of these Taliban people were not raised in a home where they were beat with a flip-flop enough. You clearly, in the House of Dana, as was in the house of my mother and the house of the mother before her and the mother before her. It's not stuff that you say. Nobody gives me a red line. The only appropriate response to this, and again, I am not PBS. I am not here to babysit y'all's kids. So don't sit here and expect Dora the Explorer G-rated content 24/7. I don't roll that way. We're adults. As I said on Twitter, the only acceptable response to this is, all right, why don't you go ahead and you skin that smoke wagon? Let's do this. Let's keep talking, and we're going to stick our collective foot of freedom so far up your ass, we're going to wear you like a pair of Uggs. That is the only acceptable response to this. Because brutes only recognize brutal strength. That's it. People who don't understand that, those people get people killed. People that don't know how to deal with thugs like Taliban, you get people killed. You and your stupid pie in the sky, kittens in sunshine, lollipop world, your nonsense gets people killed. Your nonsense is what turns something that should be a punch in and punch out into a 20-year nation building exercise. Your stupidity is what gets sons and daughters put 6 feet under. Your stupidity is what makes wars cost trillions of dollars. Your stupidity is what destabilizes entire regions. You cannot deal with brutes in any other way that is not brutish. The only response should be, we're going to get our people out when we get them out. And as fast as it takes us to get them out, and if you so much as even throw shade our way, we are going to rain a hellfire on you. We will turn you to smoking ash. And we will let the consequence of your stupidity reverberate through the generations. Fear is the only thing that they will respond to. So you got to make them afraid, and you got to be ready to enforce it. This is about getting our people out. So all the people who talk a really good game and they sit here and go, "Oh, well, you know, we got to make sure we have to protect Americans." But this is a geopolitical combat zone almost at this point. You either have to be prepared to accept the reality, you got to be prepared to do a quick in and a quick out, and you got to have the stomach for what that means. And if you don't, sit the hell down and let the people who do run it. Otherwise, you're going to get more innocent lives killed. And in my opinion, that doesn't make you any better than the people we're fighting.